kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to the corner, takes the shot, he scores!
Peters Township captains are number 4, Gabe Kita, number 10, Eli Minkus, and number 7, Caleb Moser. The Peters Township starting lineup: at attack, number 7, Caleb Moser, number 11, Carter Shue, number 17, Jack Rawlinson. In midi, number 4, Gabe Kita. Face-off, number 25, Leo Hunter, and LSM, number 88, Mason Miller. On defense, number 10, Eli Minkus. Number 19, Eli Rosenfelder. And number 3, Brendan Murphy. In goal for Peters Township, number 28, Nicholas Bumpy Caputo.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, tonight's matchup features the Peters Township Indians taking on the Baldwin Highlanders. With Peters Township entering the game at 10 wins and 2 losses on the season, they came off a strong 20-1 win on Tuesday night versus Gateway. They showed strong offensive production and control throughout. This game sets up a test for Peters Township to continue its strong form and maintain consistency on both sides of the ball. They look today to make it 11 to continue their successful season. Opening face-off for Peters will be taken by the 25 of Leo Hunter. Hunter will win the face-off. He'll quickly dump it back to Kita. Kita will run it down to the far sideline, taking it down to the 25-yard line. Seven and Moser with behind the net were from the position. He was able to turn it into 2 goals and 2 assists last game. Also with the 2 of Noah Cullen at the top. On for Peters is Cullen, McFarland, Rosenberger, Schub, and Moser. Rollinson. Shoot from behind the net, plays it to Rosenberger. Heater's still rotating it around the net, looking for a breakthrough. McFarland's going to take the man head on. He's going to shoot it. Shot's going to be blocked. Rebound's going to be picked up by the 17 of Rollinson. Rollinson's going to play it over to Moser. He's going to get knocked down. Nice foul called on 39 of McFarland's effort. Baldwin will get possession for the first time today. 44 of Caden Kakinski, taken down by the 39 of McFarland. McFarland sends it up the field. Ball's played into the 2 of Cullen. Cullen sends it across to Rosenberger, who has space. '17 of Rollinson with it, the near 10. 10 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Farland at the 35 with it. He's going to move inside. He's going to fire it. Save made by the 21, Alex Myers for Baldwin. Cullen to take out the rebound. Played over to McFarland. McFarland looking for another shot here. He's going to take it out wide. He's going to shoot it. Shot's going to be wide. Scooped up. Rosenberger's going to move inside. He's going to shoot, and he's going to find the bottom corner. Tyson Rosenberger opens the scoring with 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Peters Township goal scored by number 1, Tyson Rosenberger.
I believe Shue had the assist on that from behind the net. Play to resume again. Hunter once again wins the faceoff for Peters. He'll get past the 44. And he'll play it over to get set up. Peters set up. Seven Moser with it. He's going to strut. He's going to shoot. He's going to find the corner. Caleb Moser's going to make it 2 for Peters.
Peters Township goal scored by number 7, Caleb Moser. Caleb Moser.
2 goals for Peters were scored just 32 seconds apart. So they double their lead. 8 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Face-off win falls to Jeremy Paletti at the 40-yard line. Play down to the 20 to find Moser. Looking to get his second of the game. He's going to spin around. He's going to fire it again. Shot is saved. If Shue's going to attempt the wraparound, he's going to play it. It's behind Hunter. Hunter's going to recover. Then the loose pass. Ball's going to find the 43 of Cam Caruso up top. He's going to play it over to Rollinson. And Shue. Ball's back up top. Ball's played across the middle to Leo Hunter. He's hit as he shoots. Save made. Shue's going to get the rebound. He's going to wrap around. His shot's going to be blocked. Peters maintaining good possession here. 43 of Caruso with it at the 25. He's going to back up a little before he takes on the Baldwin defender. He gets around. He'll play it over to 7 of Moser. Moser will drop it, but will nicely recover. Rollinson's pass attempt is blocked, but McFarland once again wins it back for Peters in their own zone. 7 of Moser here's the shot. Shot's over. 11 of Shube to play it in from behind the net. Shube's going to attempt the wrap around. His pass to Hunter. Hunter will then try the wraparound, but he'll be denied again. .25 of Jack Hampton blocked both of those attempts. Farland from behind. He looks for the center, but nobody there. Caruso receives it at the top. He's going to move past 2. He's going to weave through. Ball's going to be dropped in front of the net. He's going to recover it. The ball falls out again. Moser comes away with it. Ball sent across to the 17 of Rollinson. Rollinson's shot's going to be blocked. This time by the 23 of Julian DeGennaro. Hunter at the 30 moving outside. He's going to play behind the net. Pass attempts just over the head of the 43 of Caruso. They're just slowing down their approach now. 2 of Colin back on for Peters. This time at the close 20-yard line. Pass attempt to Shoe. He goes around the net. He spins. Ball's knocked free, but he's able to fall back to the 30 to pick it up again. Plays it over to Caruso. Seven of Moser going to take the man head on. He's going to shoot it. Save's going to be made again by the 21 of Myers. Ball's in the close corner. 7 of Moser still hanging on to it. This time at the X behind the net. He's going to wrap around. He's going to shoot. His shot's going to be saved. Another save made by the 21 of Myers. Myers is going to distribute it out to get Baldwin's counterattack started with 4.5 minutes remaining in the quarter. Myers is going to play it to the 10 of Volker. Foul called on Baldwin's attack. Timeout called following the offsides call for Baldwin. Play to resume following the timeout. Peters ball. 1 of Rosenberger to take it out. At the Peters side 40, he's going to quickly play it up the field to the 2 of Noah Collin. Collin's going to march it out into the 20 before finding Rosenberger again. Rosenberger with it at the 35. He's going to march towards the net. He's going to spin past the 44. He's going to shoot. Save's going to be made by Myers. 43 of Caruso to play it out. Caruso gets past 1 before he sends it up. Ball finds Rosenberger. He shoots. His attempt towards the bottom corner saved. Ball's fumbled in front of the net, and Baldwin take over possession. 99 of Evan Cispara takes it out. He plays it to Myers. Myers is going to take it up to the 35. He's going to launch it up the field. He's going to find the 10 of Volker open in the middle. And Mason Miller with a nice defensive play knocks the stick out of the hands to regain possession for Peters. 2 of Cullen running on the far side. Ball finds Moser in the middle. He plays it over to Rollinson. Rollinson shoots. His save's made. Levin of Shoe attempted to get the rebound, but he was hit. Nice defensive play from Baldwin there. Baldwin botches the counterattack attempt. Moser's going to play it in. He's going to quickly play it to Rollinson. Rollinson's going to play it behind the net to the 11 of Shoe. Shoe's going to shoot. His shot's going to be blocked again. Shoe's going to shoot. He's going to get the goal that he's been hacking away at.
Here's Township goal scored by number 2, Noah Collin.
Not Shoe. Shoe with the assist from behind the net. Cullen with it in front of the net.
Shoe Collin.
Two and a half minutes remaining in the first quarter. Peters Township 3, Baldwin 0. Face off once again, won by Hunter. For Kita takes it across the middle. It's Peters set up here. One of Rosenberger marches towards the outside. He shoots. Ball goes through the goalie's legs and finds the back of the net again. 2 quick goals back to back for Peters. Just 26 seconds apart. Rosenberger makes it his second goal of the game. Face-off falls to the 35 of Cole Majeski. He's going to run it up through the middle, or he'll dump it off to Shube at the 20-yard line. Ball's played across the middle of the 39 to McFarland. Passes behind him. Rollinson picks up the pass. He's going to play it across the middle to Caruso. Minute and a half remain in the quarter. Shoe plays behind the net. Pass attempt to Caruso is knocked down by the Baldwin defender, number 44, Kakinski. Farland over to Moser. Moser moves outside. He shoots. Save made by Myers. Peters still applying pressure here, just under a minute to go. 39 to McFarland moving outside. He'll center to the 43 of Caruso. Caruso will hit the metal. Nearly in for Caruso there. Ball's played in front. Clock shot from close range by the 11 of Shoops. Saved again by Myers. 35 Majeski to take it out. He'll again find Caruso. 23 seconds remaining in the quarter. Farland from behind the net. He's going to go for the wraparound. He's going to shoot. Another nice save made by Myers. Ball sent up the field. Defended off by Brandon Murphy. And that's going to call the first quarter to close. Peters Township 4, Baldwin 0. Nice effort there by Alex Myers for Baldwin at the end to not make it more. Second quarter to kick off. 17 of Nolan O'Malley to take the face-off for Baldwin against Leo Hunter. Hunter continues his face-off streak. I believe he's undefeated this game. He's going to march into green grass. He's going to play it to Shube. Shube's shot is going to again be saved by the 21 of Myers. Myers is going to send it up the field. Nice defensive play from Peters there. Ball's played across the middle. So Rosenberg will march it into the Baldwin zone, taking it down to the 10 before he'll settle behind the net. Ball sent over to Moser. Rosenberger spinning around, wraparound, goes over the head of the goalie. Ball gets stuck in the netting behind the net. Following Rosenberger's shot. Play resumes. Moser receives it at the 30-yard line. He'll send it over to the 4 of Kita. Kita to Shube. Shube will find Rollinson across the middle, and Rollinson will find the back of the net to make it 5 to Peters. Just a minute in. Hunter once again wins the faceoff. Shue will play it across the middle. Shot to the 5 of Grant Shanafelt. Jumping shot, save made. Shanafelt comes off to a Cullen, comes on for him. 7 of Moser behind the net. He's going to play it across the middle to the 43 of Cam Caruso, who's going to find the top left corner and make it 6 to Peters.
Peters goal scored by number 43, Cameron Caruso. Cameron Caruso.
25 of Hunter, plays it back. Ball finds the 4 Akita, he scoops it up. He'll take it down to about the 30. Drops back to McFarland. Ball finds Kita again at the 35-yard line. Kita to challenge the Baldwin defender. He moves outside. He'll play it over the head of the defender. Play to Rosenberger. Rosenberger's shot will be saved. Levin of Shue behind the back pass. Intended target was McFarland, but it's scooped up by Alex Myers. Myers being pressured by Shue. And Shue's pressure causes the pass to go out of bounds, and Peter regains possession. 17 of Rollinson plays it across to Moser. Moser attempted the fancy shot there, but once again, another nice save made by Myers. Myers plays it to the 25 of Jack Hampton. Hampton in front of the net with it now. He's going to launch up the field. Ball's going to skip past all players down on that end. Brendan Murphy's going to attempt to scoop it up, and he's going to successfully do it. Now he'll take it the other way for Peters. He's going to send it up. Ball finds McFarland at the 50-yard line. McFarland weaves through one. Takes it to Shue. Ball's knocked out of the hands of Shue. 10 of Jackson Volker with it out at 30. We'll play to the 20 of Dawn Emelant. Push code on Rosenberger. Baldwin keep up possession. 8-8 of Mason Miller playing defense on the man with the ball now. Nice attempt from Miller to knock the ball out of the hand. Skipped up by McFarland at the 40. McFarland's going to take it all the way in front of the net. He's going to shoot. Save's going to be made. And it's going to trickle out on the far side. Shube to get it back into play. 7.5 minutes remain in the half. Moser finds Rosenberger at the 30. Rosenberger going to take the man on. He's going to shoot. Ball's going to be left and too high. Peters showing what they did in the first half again, maintaining good pressure on the Baldwin end. 7 Moser's going to skip past. He's going to shoot, and he's going to find the back of the net to make it 7 to Peters.
Peters goal scored by number 7, Caleb Moser.
Moser's going to make it 2 on the day. Peters goals, 7 of them scored today, 2 by Rosenberger, 2 by Moser, 1 by Rollinson, 1 by Caruso. Face off again. Peters comes out victorious from it. Ball finds Shanafelt right in front of the net. Shanafelt shoots. He gets it above the head of the goalie, and he makes it 8 for Peters.
Peters goal scored by number 5, Grant Shanafelt. Number 5, Grant Shanafelt.
Peters' goals is 14 seconds apart. O'Malley marches to the 50-yard line. Go head-to-head against Hunter again. Seven Moser behind the net. He's going to center it to the 11 to Shub. Shub pushed in the back, but still manages to get the goal for Peters.
Peters goal scored by number 11, Carter Shub. And number 7, Caleb Moser. Shub from Moser.
Assist from Moser behind the net. Moser makes it 2 goals and an assist on the day. Peters embeds it into the Baldwin zone again. On for Peters is Hunter, Keita, Rollinson, Shub, Moser. On comes Rosenberger now. Forward of Keita gets it at the 30. He looks like he's going to take the man head on, and he is. He's going to play a high point pass to Rosenberger. Rosenberger's going to find Moser. Moser to move outside. Here's the shot. Nope, not the shot. He plays it pass across the Shub. Shub isn't able to reel it in, and Baldwin take over possession. Hampton to play it out. He'll play it to Myers. Nice defense play from Shue to make Hampton lose the ball. Hampton regains possession for Baldwin. He moves up to the 40. For a timeout called by Baldwin. 4 minutes, 44 seconds remain in the half. Play resumes following the Baldwin timeout. Time of Jackson Volker to take it out at the 45. Idiot of Mason Miller sticking to him. Volker's pass attempt is going to be intercepted. Keita read him. Now he's going to take it to the end, almost all the way. Moser's going to shoot it. Shot's going to be saved. Levin of shoot from the X position behind the net. He's going to play a nice pass across the middles. He's going to find the 7 of Moser. Moser's going to get called for a crease violation. Baldwin take over. Myers plays it over to the 99 of Cispara for Baldwin. Cispara. Ball played over at the 40 to the 9 of Connor C. Solt. Renato McFarland with a nice effort to get Peters the ball back. He'll take it out and he'll find Rosenberger at the 35. Three and a half minutes remain in the half. Top 43 Caruso taking it all the way behind. Threaded pass from Shub to find Moser. Moser's going to shoot, and he's going to make it a hat trick on the day. And he's going to make it double digits for Peters. Hunter continues his undefeated streak from the faceoff circle, and right off the rip, he's going to play it to Moser, who's going to rack up a 4th goal on the day. Makes it 5 goals and assists combined.
Goal number 7, Caleb Moser.
Goals just 7 seconds apart. Hunter looking to recreate what he just did again. He's going to shoot it. Bounce shot. It's going to go just wide on the bottom side of the net. Seven Moser from behind the net now. He slips and Baldwin capitalizes on it. Two of Noah Cullen playing defense on the 25 and about the 25-yard line. Nice defense from Cullen. Peters take over. 2 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the half. Ball sent across to the 19 to Eli Rosenfelder. And the 3 of Murphy. Rosenfelder's going to find Rosenberger. Ball returns to Shub at the X once again. Shub's going to play it. Save made by Myers on Collins' shot. 10 of Volker. He's going to play it out. Three of Murphy. Nice pass to thread the needle and find the 35 of Cole Majewski. He's going to play it in front of the net. His pass is going to be caught and scored by the 11 of Shub. Shub makes it 2 goals and an assist on the day. .44 of Caden Kikinski. Take the face off for Baldwin. 21 to Paletti receives the pass. He's going to just flip it back to McFarland. Rain begins to come down. McFarland has the ball knocked out of his hands by the 44 of Kikinski. Minute and 5 seconds remain in the half. Ball scooped up by the 10 of Minkus. Once again finds the 39 of McFarland on the far side. He's going to send it back to Moser. Moser's going to spin around the 99. No option there. He's just going to dump it back to Caruso. Caruso over to Pasquarelli. Reed Martz gets his first touch of the game. Seven of Moser. He's going to shoot, and he's going to find the bottom corner, and he's going to make it 5 goals on the day. Peters Township make it 13. Just 28 seconds right before the half. Face up again, won by Hunter. Hunter's going to play it in the green grass. He's going to play it over to his left. Hunter's going to come away from the scramble with the ball. Hit 55 of Martz with hit in the corner of the end zone. He's going to send it up to the 7 of Moser. 10 seconds remain in the half. Moser dashing across. Shot saved. Again by Myers. Martz is going to hold on to it. In the first half, it's going to come to a close. Peters Township 13, Baldwin 0. I'd give Moser the MVP of that half. 6 goal contributions, 5 of them being goals. 2 goals scored by Rosenberger, 1 by Cullen, another by Shanafelt, 2 by Shue, Rollinson, and Caruso. Second half commences. The 13 of Evan Bodie takes the face off, and he wins it. Bodie will play it over to the 7 of Moser. Moser to Martz. 21 of Paletti on. On for Peters, Moser, Bodie, Paletti. Moser moving in, shots over. Martz, Pasquarelli, and Plant. Behind the net with the ball is Martz. Martz sends it up to Moser. 99 of Evans is Para guarding Moser. Paletti sends it over. Moser from the 25. Spins around, places a pass to Bodie. Bodie just moves it out from in front of the net. Finds Martz. Martz relocates it to Moser. Moser spins around. Bodie and Plant passing it back and forth at about the 25. Ball falls to Moser. Moser shoots. He hits the post. And 21. Alex Myers recovers it. Myers plays it to his left side to the 25 of Jack Hampton. Hampton will run it up the field. He'll take it all the way past the 50. He'll keep going. He'll take it to the 20. And his shot will be saved by number 66, Bruce Higginbottom. His first save of the night. Ball falls to Plant at the 20. Play resumes for Baldwin. Shot. And Baldwin get their first goal on the game. Number 44, Caden Kikinski.
Islanders goal scored by number 44, Hayden Michinsky. Number 44, Hayden Michinsky.
Face-off following the goal. Face-off scooped up by the 14 of Alex Davis. Ball's going to fall out, but he's going to play a nice flip pass to Christian Luke at the 30-yard line. Luke sends it down to the Moser. Moser with it at the 10. 8.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. Moser's going to move it inside. His pass attempt's going to be denied by the 17 of Nolan O'Malley. He's going to take it up the close side. 4 of Keita sticking to him. He breaks the ball loose. Scooped up by the 37. Dylan Terza. Ball falls to Moser. Moser to Pasquarelli. Ball over to Christian Luke. Behind the net to Moser. Moser's pass from behind the net is just over the head of the 42 Pasquarelli. Baldwin take over possession. 17 of Nolan O'Malley to play back in for Baldwin. O'Malley moves inside at the 30. 8 of Bradley Foltz covering him. Ball falls back to the 44 of Caden Kikinski. That's the goal for Baldwin today.
The concerning thing, I mean, they're only graduating 4, but the JV team has not had a win on the season yet.
Are you coaching them?
Me?
Yeah.
No, they asked me, but
I couldn't remember if you did.
I told them, I said, just because I coached the boys game does not mean I have any sense of how to do girls. Yeah.
Baldwin looking for a breakthrough on this Peters defense. Ball falls to the 5 of Sawyer Hudson. 15 of Christian Luke guarding him. Now to the 11 of Landon Pine. Pine being guarded by the 54 of Blackwell. 15 of Luke sticking to the 5 of Hudson. Hudson's going to charge through Luke. He's going to get it to the 20. He's going to rip a shot off. His pass is going to be intercepted in the middle. Ball's going to fall to Moser. Moser's going to shoot. He's going to spin around and go 5-hole on the Baldwin goalie to make it 14 for Peters. Moser makes 6 goals on the day. Peters with 14 goals. Moser contributing to half of them. False start called on the 13 of Bodie. Baldwin get possession. 17 of O'Malley plays it back to the 44. Kikinski. Kikinski sends it down to the 11 of Pine. Pine in the near corner. Sends it across the net to the 41 of McLucky. Lucky wrapping it all the way around. You'll find the 28, E.J. Horn. Horn's pass is going to be intercepted. 20 of Eddie Zagorski intercepting it. He's going to send it up the field. Ball's going to find the 42 of Pasquarelli at about the 15-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Pasquarelli wraps it around before dumping it off to the 13 of Bodie. Bodie and Nassif playing it back and forth with each other at the top. Ball falls behind the net. Nassif with it at the 20. It's a nice move to get the defender off of him. Still going. He shoots it. Save made. Myers again. Ball sent up the field. Hits the back of Bodie. Scooped up by the 29 of Massive. '23 of Connor Mead with it on the far side. Foul called on Peters. Baldwin take over. Ball falls in the hands of the 23 of Dijon Ario. 54 Blackwell intercepts the pass attempt. Blackwell's pass is too far for Nassif. Baldwin take over. 29 Nassif rips it out. He runs down the far side. Before he moves into the middle, plays out wide. Shot from Peters. Save made. 55 of Marks to play it back in. Marks sending it up to the 13 of Bodie. 37 of Terza. 25. On for Peters, Martz, Bodie, Terza, Pasquarelli, Caputo, and Meade. Caputo with it at the 30. He's going to challenge the Baldwin defender. He's going to move outside. Bounce pass to the 37 of Terza. Terza's pass is just in front of Meade. 99 assist Parra picks it up. 40 plays it to the 21 of Myers. Myers to play it from the goal. Ball's behind Cispara. 42 of Pasquarelli applies good pressure, and Peters take over. Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Sorry, Peters, don't take over. Ball launched up the field, just over the head of the 10 of Volker. Scramble for the ball at about the 40-yard line. Good effort from the 26 of Evan Plant to come away with it. He's going to cut inside. He's going to pass it. Meade's shot is wide right. Martz to play it back in again for Peters. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Terza passes it over to the middle to Meade. Meade unable to get it. Following the scramble for the ball. Myers comes away with it. Nice defensive play from the 37 to Terza to break up possession. Terza to play back in for Peters now. 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. 23 of Meade. He's going to play to Terza. His five of Martz. His shot at the buzzer is blocked. Third quarter comes to a close. 2 goals for Peters that quarter to grow their lead to 14. Peters Township 14, Baldwin 1. Fourth quarter resumes with a face-off won by Nassif that falls to the feet of Christian Luke. Nassif goes over to the 42 of Pasquarelli. 55 of Martz running with it now at the far end. Luke moves to the outside. Sends it out to the 23 of Meade. Meade takes behind the net. Meade on the attempt on the wraparound. He's just going to center it. And his center is going to be successful as he finds the 42 of Pasquarelli, who fires into the bottom left corner to make it 15 for Peters.
And the last goal scored by number 7, Caleb Moser, was his 100th point as a Peters Township Indian. That's 100 career points for number 7, Caleb Moser. Congratulations.
Face-off won by the 47 of Aiden Telman. Ball's knocked out by the 44 of Owen McLukey. Just over 10 minutes to play in the game. 47 to Telman. Plays nice defense to re-win the ball for Peters. Far side 26 of Plant wraps back. They get play set up for Peters. And then Meade. Now, went on it. Talbot with it at the 25. Talbot's pass to Meade is behind. Nice effort from the 45 of Chase Combs to win the ball back for Peters. Ball intercepted for Baldwin by the 44. Owen McLucky. Pass across the middle. And found the 25. Of Eddie Sikorsky with a nice break up. Baldwin's attack. 42 of Pasquarelli receives Sikorsky's attempt. He's knocked down 35. Play resumes. Peters. Ball in front of the net to the 55 of Martz. Martz is knocked down, but still able to find the back net of the net. Nice goal from Martz. Martz makes it 16 for Peters. Seven and a half minutes remaining in the game. Alex Davis lines up for the face-off against the 44 of Owen McLucky. Davis comes out victorious from it and then shovels it back to the 15 of Luke on the ground. 15 of Luke to charge out the far side. With it at the 20. He'll send it over to the 37 to Terza. Terza to Meade. Meade to Martz. 37 to Terza, backs up to the 35 to make a charge at the net. He's going to move to the outside. He's going to shoot. Bounce shot. Slightly to the left. Peters hold on to the possession. Ball played out the back by the 50 of Alex Reck. Ball's knocked out by the 25 of Jack Hampton. Baldwin take over. 6 minutes, 15 seconds remain in the game. Hampton's attempt is denied. Nice attempt by Meade. Ball finds Martz right in front of the net, and Martz capitalizes on Baldwin's turnover right in front. Martz makes it 17 at the 6-minute mark. Of Bodie lines up for it against the 20 of Don Emilian. Shot from the 34 is blocked. Peters maintain possession. Martz to play it in. Martz with the past 2 goals for Peters. He plays over to the 50 of Alex Reck. Reck over to Bodie. Ball finds the 12 of Robbie Hamill at the 40. And recovering nicely from the pass, just a little too high. He'll send it down to the 23 of Meade. Meade finds Martz again. Four and a half minutes remaining in the game. Nice moves from the 34 for Peters, and he's going to put it in the bottom left corner. Nice way to weave through the defense there.
Goal scored by number 34, Cole Maverick.
34th Maverick in the goal there. 47 to Telwin lines up again. Face-off flipped by Telwin. Telwin's able to scoop it up near the 50. 3.5 minutes remaining in the game. Telwin sends it across. Ball finds the 30. .37 to Terza with it behind the net. He transfers it over to Martz. .41 to Caputo. Sends it over to the 45 of Combs. Combs unable to get past the defenders, plays it to Caputo. Under 3 minutes to go in the game. Caputo gets past one. Has space, he's going to shoot. No, he's not going to shoot. He's going to play it to the right of the net. Ball's fumbled in front of the net. And Caputo's able to capitalize on it. To make it 19 for Peters. Bodie lines up. 2.5 to go in the game. Of Bodie has the stick knocked out of his hands. Baldwin turned it the other way at the 2-minute mark. 8 of Bradley Foltz able to hawk down the 99. Ball sent over to the 11 of Landon Pine. Pine's unable to rack it in. Peters take over. Shot from Average. Trickles in. Peters make it 20. Of Davis lines up against the 17 of O'Malley. Davis able to win it for Peters. Davis sends it over to his right to the 18. .37 to Terza behind the net. Places the Combs. Peters passing it around here. 15 seconds left in the game. Peters looks like they're just going to hold on to it. 5 seconds, and the time's going to run out. Peters Township come out and make it 12-2 on the season. Peters 20, Baldwin 1. Caleb Moser, the MVP of the game, I'd say with 6 goals and an assist, and also his 100th point for Peters Township ever. Peters' next home game is versus Fox Chapel on May 1st.